Now let's talk about the content a little bit. Project Go isn't just about information. We're not just gonna sit here all day and talk to a camera and talk to you. Project Go, a lot of it is about in-field footage. So you're actually gonna see videos of us going out into the field, at night, at the park, at the gym, wherever it is, and talking to girls, starting a conversation, getting their number, getting a makeout, even taking them home. And these are really valuable because the thing about learning is you can learn a bunch of stuff, but when you see something happen, it gets internalized a lot more easily.
And with Project Go, every single month you'll be getting uncut videos. And it's these videos that connect these abstract ideas to actual results.
Another great thing you're gonna get are really long and in-depth podcasts. You might be thinking, why do I need the podcast? I'm just gonna watch the videos and learn everything. But the podcasts really serve kind of like as
it's like a sneak peek into our mind.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. And a lot of people are really surprised by the value that they find in the podcast. And the way we know this is because we ask them. We ask people that are part of Project Go, what is your favorite part of Project Go? And it's so split. Half the people say the uncut videos, the other half say the podcast. So I would not miss a single podcast because they are filled with value.
So what you're about to watch right now is called the Simple Pickup System. And in the system, we're gonna be explaining a lot of concepts where we're only gonna scratch the surface of it. And that's the point, because we don't wanna go too deep into something because we wanna give you a broad roadmap of what to expect when you're picking up a girl from beginning to end.
In the Simple Pickup System, we're gonna be showing you a ton of in-field footage, but it's only gonna be short clips to demonstrate our point. In Project Go and the God Mode Pack, we're gonna be showing you entire uncut interactions with in-depth analysis.
So you're probably wondering, what's the difference between Project Go and the God Mode Pack? Well, Project Go is the subscription you have right now where every single month you're gonna get more content that takes you one step closer to where you wanna be. The God Mode Pack is our hand-picked favorite videos that we've collected over the past 3 years of filming for this stuff. They're the most cutting edge videos that we have. And for the newbies, when you watch this, you're gonna be like, fuck, I didn't even know this was possible. Your mind's gonna be blown, and it's gonna motivate you to push yourself even harder. And it's also gonna give you the information that you need ahead of time. Now for the intermediate to advanced guys, you're gonna be able to watch these videos and really implement them right away because you're at a level where you probably plateaued or it's hard to get to the next and the next level. So you're gonna watch these videos and think, damn, that is exactly what I'm missing from my game. That's exactly what I need to get to that God mode level.
Let me give you an outline of what you're about to see. First, you're gonna see our take on inner game. And these are like the intangibles, the mindsets you need to have to be successful. And then we're gonna give you actual techniques to implement. Basically, everything it takes to have a successful pickup. And then at the very end, we're gonna tell you how to implement everything you learned so you can get really good really fast. And it's really, really important that you watch the entire system first and then move on to the actual in-field videos.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, I wanna know how to make out with a girl, then watch that first. But take it easy, watch all of this first, then go into that after, and trust us. We've been doing this for years and years and years, and this is the best way to learn. And that's why we systemized it like this. So go through the Simple Pickup System first, and then watch the other videos and the podcasts after that. Well, you can't really watch a podcast. You have to listen to a podcast.
I mean, you can stare at the screen, I guess.
That's true. You can
watch the progress bar. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you could watch the podcast. My mistake.
So something that I have to mention is throughout this entire course, you might start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, but I want you to know that's completely normal. In fact, everyone who watches the Project Go system feels overwhelmed at first, and that's just part of the process. You're basically gonna be getting a shit ton of information that's gonna make you feel like, oh crap, where do I start first? But don't worry, we systemized everything. At the very end, we'll tell you how to piece together this information and take it one step at a time.
So again, make sure you watch the Simple Pickup System, the whole thing in its entirety, and then go on to everything else. So with that said, I'm really, really excited again for you guys to be here because this is just going to change your mindsets on so many things. Like you're gonna realize that a lot of things that you've learned in life, a lot of things that you grew up thinking was true is actually not true. A lot of pickup is so obvious but it's kind of counterintuitive, right? Like you think that something is gonna work, but really that's what fucks you over. And I'll get to that in a little bit.
And everything we put in the system is stuff that we wished we knew in the beginning. So you guys are starting off at a way better place than we were.
All right, so here's the thing. We've been where you're at right now in every stage. You know, we've been at the point where I just couldn't even talk to people. Jesse got panic attacks going to the grocery store and talking to the cashier there. You know, like we've been at a very low point in our lives, and everywhere in between, all the way up till now, where we can go out on the street, get a girl's number, go on a date with her, and have a really meaningful relationship with her if we want.
I would say there's a 95% chance that both of our experiences were much worse than yours. For me personally, I had crazy depression, like Kong said, really bad social anxiety, and I didn't know what there was to do. I thought, like, this is just how life is supposed to be. This is like the shit that I'm stuck in, and this is the hand that I'm dealt. And it wasn't until I got into pickup that I realized that there's a way that I can improve myself. And that kind of brings me to my next point, which is this is a skill that can be learned. A lot of people don't get that. They don't understand that being good with women is something that can be learned.
Now for this next part, it's really important, so I want you to take a piece of paper right now, take a pen or a pencil, and write down some answers to these questions that I'm about to ask you. And these questions aren't supposed to be something that you just scribble really quickly. Really take the time to answer the questions. Pause the video if you want and take 10, 15, 20 minutes to answer all of these questions. After that, I want you to take that piece of paper with your answers to these questions and put it somewhere where you can easily get to it. Maybe hang it up on your refrigerator, hang it up on next to your monitor, wherever it is that you can go to it every single day and remind yourself what it is you really want. If you do that, I guarantee you that every day that goes by, as long as you take action, you're gonna see a massive change in the way you fundamentally think. So again, take out a piece of paper, take a pen out, and answer these questions. Take as long as you want on them. The first question is, why are you here? Why are you subscribed to Project Go? Think about what your reason is for being here in the first place, right? Like what made you want to be part of Project Go and part of this community that's gonna help you get better? The next question is, what is your short-term and long-term goal? Now, short-term can be anywhere from 1 month to 6 months, and then long-term can be anywhere from a year to 10 years. It's up to you. When you're answering this, I want you to also focus on your love life, your dating life, but also just life in general. So this is almost like a 4-part question: short-term and long-term goals for your dating life, and also just your life in general. The next question is, has there ever been a time in your life where you quit when you shouldn't have quit? Now, this actually isn't just a yes or no question, because I know everybody is going to say yes to this, but I want you to think about that time and write that experience down in detail. So now that you've done that, I want to ask you, what could you have done differently? Like if you had a time machine and you could go back to that time, how would you have changed things? Now think about that last question, what you could have done differently. How can you apply that to your goals right now? And the last question is, how would you feel if you quit now and didn't reach your goals? Also think about what that would mean for you in the future. Think about what your future self would say if he could go back in a time machine and get you to not quit now.